Next for State Senate would be J. Paul Lane.
That's all right. Could you do a favor for me?
Good evening, I'm Jay Paul.
My hand is full.
Before I get started on my side, I just want to again applaud the community for their efforts when they come out to an event like this. It always amazes me to see people who come out and open up their wallets and say, we're going to support things that are important to us. It obviously says something about the people who participate and their sense of community and their sense of caring for one another. It's a matter of just simply running for the Senate. I want to be your next senator. The realization is that you don't know me. I don't have a whole lot of background here. Pretty much like anything else, it's like you're hiring me if you vote for me. So the question would be, what's my resume? What's my background? What have I done that basically qualify me to be, again, your next senator? I grew up in McAlester, so I've been in southeastern Oklahoma. My parents have lived there the whole time. My wife's parents are from southeastern Oklahoma. I graduated from McAlester High School, was accepted at the Air Force Academy, went to the Academy, graduated from the Academy, and spent 28 years in the service of our nation as an Air Force officer. During that time, I served on Air Force Two, 3 different vice presidents, Bush, Quayle, and Gore. After that, when I retired, my wife and I decided that we wanted to come back home and bring our sons with us to raise them amongst family, but more importantly, in a school system that provided them with quality education and amongst people who, again, believed in just simply community, fairness, and the desire to make sure that we took care of one another. For the past 6 years, I have taught U.S. history in a middle school in McAlester. Fact is, Representative Condit and I worked in the same school system here. While I've been there, I've grown increasingly more concerned that the students who I teach will not have the same economic opportunities that I had when I was their age. That in fact, we are not investing in their future, but rather doing things that, again, make it more difficult for them to succeed in life. Certainly there are things happening at the state capitol that makes me think that their vision of Oklahoma is not the same one that I grew up with, not the one that basically, again, would emphasize the fact that we want to have all people be able to benefit from our economic developments. There are 3 major areas that I'm primarily concerned about. Jobs, jobs, and jobs. Southeastern Oklahoma has not shared the same economic development that you see across the state. The desire would be to make sure that we keep good jobs, but that we, again, pursue partnerships that would allow small businesses to come into our communities and, again, set up good-paying jobs. Well, the second portion of that goes to make sure that we have a well-educated workforce. And the way we do that is by continuing to make sure that our school systems are well-funded. Obviously, over the last 4 years, we've seen, again, $200 million less being spent on education. We have 1,600 fewer teachers. We've got 21,000 more students. What that really means is teachers have less ability to intervene and try to help students who are struggling. And I'm sure that you all have seen that as a continuing problem. Certainly when I see Senator Paddock in the back, I think of a real opportunity that we wasted by not electing her as our Secretary of Education. I mean, it's a tremendous disappointment when we see, again, what's happening within the education department. Seeing long-time employees being escorted to the door without any real sense of appreciation of their work or their effort. Being replaced with people who don't know anything about education. Huge issue. Third major issue, though, that we do have that's in our favor in southeastern Oklahoma is we've got water. Now, there are a whole bunch of places who'd like to have our water, and the desire would be to make sure that we protect that water and then we manage it for our development. And so the real desire would be to make sure that we take care of that asset. Obviously, Texas would like to have it, Oklahoma City would like to have it. Again, thank goodness for the Choctaws and the Chickasaws for staying up to Lake Sardis. But the realization is that if we are going to have the economic development that we need to have a strong, effective voice in Oklahoma City. want to be your senator. I believe that I have the skills that make me a good candidate, but the point is I need your vote to get there. So again, on June 26th, I ask you for your vote. I'm going to